Hey guys, AVW here, showing you how to do frost dragons with the Polypore staff. I'm about to show you my setup. It's pretty basic, it's a pretty basic setup, but it gives you maximum magic damage and magic attack. As you can see, I'm wearing a Ganodermic. Of course, you can switch it out with arms or Virtus, but I prefer Ganodermic because of the defense bonuses against slash and magic, and especially the magic absorption, which is at 58%. Also, you can switch out infinity boots for rage fires or whatever else you feel, but I'm using a pretty cheap setup right now. It costs at most like 6 mil. Also, you should use the reverence aura or penance to upkeep your prayer. My potions, you can see super anti-fires and extreme magic, and you can see the basic inventory. Even if you were using range, you would use it's the same basic inventory. Don't summon your war torch yet. Wait till you have like some more frost bones, and I'll show you how to maximize your kills right now. As you can see, the Polypore staff hits pretty high. I would say it's a little faster than range, and it's safer too, since you can protect against range the entire time, and magic doesn't really matter because you can absorb it. And you can like use soul split when the dragon's using magic. Also, you can interchange the illuminated unholy book with Toma of Frost, which gives more magic attack and damage, magic attack and defense. But I prefer the illuminated unholy book, since it gives you more prayer, and that allows you to stay longer and use less prayer pots. As you can see, it misses sometimes, but I would say I would prefer this method over melee because it's much more safe, and you only have to worry about the ranged attack style of the dragon instead of all three. It's basically comparative to ranged, except it's a bit faster, and it's a bit safer too. But the GP per hour, it's a little less than range and melee, but I would prefer this anyway. The calculations, it costs this one trip cost me 76k for Ganodermic repairs, 55k for the Polypore staff, and 150k for the cannonballs. But for a whole hour there, you can get around 810k GP per hour, which is compared to like 1.2 mil or 1 mil of ranged and melee. It's only a 400k difference, which, I mean, I understand it's pretty big, but it's a lot safer using this method than it is with ranged and melee. Also, I think this is a bit faster than range too. So you can change. You have a choice between safety and speed versus maximum profit and a little more risk. Well, I wouldn't say this is the best method, but it gets the job done, and it's pretty fast too. And it's always important to keep your life points above 600 at all times, since with the Polypore staff you have a chance of hitting well over 500. And when the blue aura comes, you have to dodge it, so it's good if you keep your hit points above 500 at all times. And when you're wearing Ganodermic, it's good to use soul split, but it's good to flash your praise too. As you can see, the frost dragon can hit right through Ganodermic, even with 58% absorbency. Other than that, this is a pretty fast method. For the cape, I would suggest a God cape because of the +10 magic attack. But you can pretty much choose between like a fire cape or a Soul Wars cape. Soul Wars Cape would be preferred over Fire Cape because of the prayer bonus. Fire Cape, I wouldn't recommend it very much, but you can use it, and if you don't have any of those, you can use a Skill Cape, which gives good prayer bonus too. Also, the drops you want to pick up are just the charms and the Frost Dragon Bones. What I learned from a few trips here with Ganodermic, you only need like 2 or 3 prayer pots and like 1 super anti-fire and 1 extreme magic. You want to have your quick praise set at deflect range, have the berserker prayer on, and have protect item in case you die. You don't want to lose you don't want your Ganodermic or Polypore staff to lose its charges when you die. So it's good to protect 4 items when you die, because it's easy to come back and reclaim your items, but if one of those items drops to the floor, it degrades to 0. That's basically it. But and in this I also use Leech Magic, which boosts your magic attack bonuses by up to 10%, and leeches the opponents by up to 25%. I use this in this video just to get faster kills. It doesn't help that much, but it speeds up your trip somewhat. But if you really want to save prayer pots, I would recommend you just use Berserker, protect from range, and protect item. Alright, well, in this trip I got around 600k profit. Frost Dragon Bones are going up, so it's a good time to go do Frost Dragon trips. As I said, I would recommend this using magic, using Polypore staff over melee. But if you have a good ranged setup, I would recommend that too. But this is you can buy good magic gear for cheaper than range at the moment, because Armadillo costs around 23 mil, 26 mil, and Ganodermic only costs around 6 mil. It's pretty cheap. And also with Ganodermic, you have much more of a defense against magic attacks, which helps you. So again, this is a basic trip using Ganodermic and Polypore staff. And always keep your prayer up. Try to keep it above 300 prayer points. And it's good to train your prayer above the needed. Like if for this you only need up to 92 prayer for soul split, but if you train it above that, it makes your prayer pots more worthwhile and stuff. That's basically it. And also keep your chat settings to game, since sometimes your chat can get flooded with clan chat and private chat, and you want to always have your resistance to Dragonfire up using super anti-fires. Okay, this is the last kill of the trip, or either the last or the second to last, and you can see I'm hitting pretty high on these things, but it also misses a lot too, like 3 misses in a row right there. But the thing is, it can also hit well above 500 using extreme magics and leech magic. If you have rigour, I would recommend that, but you would have to bring in more food. But yeah, I'll show you how much I made at the end of this trip too. And also, your ring should be Explorer's Ring 3 or 4, so you can have easy access to the Draenor Bank, and a good way to teleport without using inventory space. Okay, that's it for me. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, and comment. Okay, bye.